Have you ever felt hurt by the loss of a best friend? It feels like an unspeakable heartbreak, doesn't it? But in such moments, perhaps we can find tremendous strength. Today, we're going to explore 6 valuable lessons we can draw from such difficult moments. But before we get into that, let's face reality with stoic courage and wisdom. In life, we are often faced with situations that are beyond our control. But it is not about how the situation is, but rather how we respond to it. Let's explore together how Stoicism can help us through these difficult times, and how these 6 lessons can change our outlook on friendship and life. Let's start this journey together. 1. Doubting the friendship. As the familiar light that once shone on our friendship begins to fade, doubt creeps in slowly. We wonder, is there still meaning in this relationship? Change has turned us into almost strangers to each other. Conversations that once flowed so smoothly now feel stiff and forced. The joy we felt together has faded into a distant memory. As much as this heart wants to hold on to the past, the reality has spoken clearly. Things are too different. Feeling stranded in a sea of uncertainty, we search for answers in unending doubts. But perhaps it's time to face reality squarely. In the wise words of Stoicism, do not dwell on the past or worry too much about the future, but face firmly what is before you today. 2. Lack of communication. As time passes, sometimes the communication between us and our best friend starts to fade. We get caught up in our busy lives and geographical separation, and as time goes by, phone calls become less frequent. That's when we start to feel like we're still in the relationship, but in reality, we're just pretending. It feels like losing something precious without being able to do much about it. We miss their voices, their laughter, and our stories together. But life goes on, regardless of how much we miss our best friend's presence. In the silence, we hear the voice of a Stoicism figure saying that we must learn to accept reality and let go of what we cannot control. Although difficult, we must find peace in solitude and cherish the moments we once had with our best friend. That's the wisdom we must instill in ourselves, that fading relationships are part of life's journey that we must gracefully accept. 3. Different desires. In the course of life, we sometimes find that our goals and dreams are different from our best friend. This is a difficult moment where we have to decide between maintaining the relationship or following our own calling. We may feel trapped between our affection for our old friend and the desire to pursue our own dreams. However, in life, difficult decisions must be made. As the wise words of Stoicism go, if your path is different from others, follow your path without fear and doubt. We must learn to understand that differences in goals are a natural part of life's journey and not a sign of the end of a friendship. So, even if the breakup is painful, letting go of an old friend is not a failure. It is a step towards personal growth and loyalty to oneself. We must believe that in pursuit of our dreams, we will find true friends who support us all the way. So, find the courage in your heart to follow the call of your dreams, even if it means letting go of your best friend's hand. 4. Finding new friends. Finding new friends can be an amazing adventure in life's journey. Sometimes we don't realize that we've drifted away from our old friends until we feel a new warmth and compatibility with new friends. It's not about judging who is better or worse, but about recognizing the changes in ourselves and living the new journey with an open heart. When we feel more comfortable with new people in our lives, it is not a betrayal of old friends. It is an opportunity to grow and evolve, to learn from new experiences and enrich our lives with different relationships. When we open our doors to new friends, we also open ourselves up to more love, support, and understanding. As Stoicism says, Don't let past relationships get in the way of future possibilities. In this case, we are taught to accept change gracefully and let our lives flow with a new stream, without dwelling on the past that has passed. 5. Loss of trust. Losing trust in a friendship is a deep emotional blow. Sometimes we put our heart and soul into someone only to be hurt and betrayed. It feels like a piece of our heart is broken, leaving us feeling hurt and lost. As Stoicism says, when we lose something we love, we not only lose it, but also a part of ourselves. Losing trust can shake the foundation of our relationship, making us doubt everything we know about the other person. But from this devastation, we can strengthen ourselves, build trust in ourselves, and learn to choose friends with a wise heart. As we embrace the wisdom of Stoicism, we learn that we can only control our reactions and attitudes to situations. So, in the midst of this devastation, let us find peace in accepting reality, improving ourselves, and moving forward with our heads held high. 6. You're the only one holding back the relationship. Sometimes we find ourselves stuck in a lonely relationship. We try our hardest to maintain the friendship, but it seems like we're the only ones who care. Our every attempt to keep the relationship alive feels like talking to a cold wall. Our hearts feel weighed down by the loneliness in the hustle of a false friendship. Yet, in that loneliness, there is a valuable lesson to be learned. As the Stoics teach, we must learn to accept that not all relationships will last forever. We must learn to separate ourselves from unhealthy ties, even if it hurts. Being the only one trying to maintain the relationship will only prolong our suffering. So, allow yourself to let go of the ropes that bind you to unnecessary sadness. Though difficult, we must step forward bravely, for true happiness lies in our ability to let go of that which no longer gives us light. Although breakups are painful, let us let go with peace in our hearts. We don't have to be hostile or resentful, because relationships that end are not failures, but rather part of our growth. Let us cherish the beautiful memories we have shared together, while letting go of the bonds that are no longer healthy. So, let's open our hearts to accept change and let new light into our lives. Feel free to like if this message touched your heart. Share your experiences of friendship and separation in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more inspiring content. Thank you for being a part of this journey together. May we all grow and learn from each experience.